Hi, in today's Wednesday I want to talk about hacking of websites and why it's so important that things are kept up to date. All websites are in danger of being hacked, whether it be on WordPress, Joomla, even Wix and GoDaddy. Sometimes undesirables will just try and hack a website. A lot of people think, why would they hack me? I'm just a small business, I'm just a carpet shop, I'm just a XYZ. And it's not you that they're actually hacking. What they're trying to do is build links around the web. Some of the most common reasons for hacking are about trying to get search engine value. So they will hack in order to get a link on your website, which then links back to their website, which then, for a while at least, brings them up to the top of Google. So none of it's anything personal, but they are very, very clever, and they're getting better and better by the day. So if you've got a WordPress website, I particularly recommend that you install a security plugin. Now there's two plugins that I recommend. One of them is iTheme Security, and this is quite a good one because it is actually quite simple. The settings themselves are quite easy to set up. It's actually not the best plugin in my eyes. The best plugin in my eyes is actually a different type of plugin, and that particular plugin is called Wordfence. Now this is quite a bit more complicated to set up, but it's more than worth setting up and the time it takes to get it right. It scans your website for you, and it's quite clear when there's problems. So what I'd like to do is show you in WordPress at least how to avoid these problems, and the biggest way of avoiding problems is keeping everything up to date. So you should start by keeping WordPress up to date and also keeping your plugins up to date. Updating WordPress is quite simple. Click the Please Update Now, and it will then take you to the update page, and you literally just have to click Update Now, and sometimes it can take up to 10 minutes. Don't panic. You do need to keep it up to date. The reason WordPress keep themselves changing and evolving constantly, like at the moment we're up to WordPress 4.8, we would have been up to WordPress 4, now we're up to 4.8. That means that there's been 8 major changes since this WordPress 4 has been released, and sometimes they're very small details and sometimes they're big details because they've found a security flaw. So it's crucial that you keep things up to date. So I'm not going to do that now purely because it is going to take about 4 minutes, and that's not the best use of time. So literally click Update Now, go away, make yourself a cup of tea. When you come back it should be all done. The second thing I think you should do is keep your plugins up to date. So you'll have plugins for various reasons, but you really do need to keep these up to date. It is very important that you keep these up to date, because it could be that they're reacting to a change within WordPress, or it could be that the plugin authors have found a vulnerability in their own plugin, so they've updated it in order to patch that vulnerability. So if you do have plugins, make sure you keep them up to date. It's quite simple. If you go to the plugin screen, you can see clearly which ones that are an update for, and really all you need to do is click the Update Now button. It then begins to update. You'll see how long, you might see how long this takes. I probably won't make you sit through it updating, but just to recap what I've talked about. If you've got a website, no matter what it's built on, always keep it to the most up-to-date version. So go into your back part of your website regularly, look at any messages that there might be there, and if there is messages like update this or this needs changing, follow it. If possible, number 2, put on a security plugin. The 2 best plugins are iTheme Securities and Wordfence Firewall. They both have premium versions, but the free versions are actually very, very good and should be okay for your use. And then the third tip is to keep your plugins up to date, and that's very simple. You find it in the menu, find the ones that are a different colour in WordPress, this is of course, and then just click update. It takes a few minutes, but it's well worth doing. Hope you've enjoyed this version of WordPress, of Web Wednesday. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to leave a comment underneath. I'll get back to you. Thanks.